I think I felt like having experienced that, the process of like literally walking the line was so powerful. You know, the whole project process of doing the research, I met with scientists, I met with community groups, you know, it was a really intensive project to you know, to manifest in about approximately 6 months, you know, like it was like January to August, so it was 8 months. But I also learned so much in the process, and I feel like I can speak more from this place of having had this experience. It really changed who I am as a person, it changed who I am as an artist, and I really felt like that was so powerful and easily replicable. You know, I had people contact me and say, we really want you to do this project here, and my first thought was like, does it make any sense for me to come do it? I mean, I could come and do the research and do all this stuff, but then I would take all that information back home with me. And nobody in your community, so if I were to come to Philadelphia and draw the line, and then I would come back to New York and I would have all the stories, and you know, maybe we would document that online or a video, but there's no one left there with sort of this legacy of having experience with it. And it's also me coming in and sort of deciding based on my own knowledge, which is not as a Philadelphia resident, what is important and what needs to happen. And it just sort of made more sense for the community stakeholders to be the ones participating in the project, and that it could provide such a lasting legacy for the community to have people doing that. And then, like you said, also this idea of like doing it differently in different communities. So we're also in the process of planning a London HighWaterLine and a Miami one, and in Miami we're talking to the University of Miami about doing as part of their citizen science program. We're actually developing curriculum for a fall semester for grad students and undergrads to work on together to define the project in the way that they want to do it. You know, so just approaching it, as you're saying, differently in different places, and then kind of combining all of that information and being able to document these different projects and the learning that happened in each and best practices, and then putting all those together as this huge resource that then become, you know, not technically a curriculum, but a learning guide that then anyone on the waterfront community can adopt and take on as, you know, a scalable project that they can do with their students. You know, that to me was an interesting way for the project to, something that was so time invested, you know, was so intensive, what I put into it, to then, you know, if all it was a video documentation after the fact, that feels like the project didn't live to its fullest potential. To be able to create this sort of replicable, you know, learning guide, catalyst situation really gave it a better, longer life.